Nigeria, a nation blessed with immense human and natural resources, a country with so much potential, yet held back by a shocking number of abandoned projects. According to the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors, Nigeria currently has over 56,000 abandoned projects. These projects, spread across all states and sectors, have a combined estimated value of over 17 trillion naira from federal to state governments. The story is the same. Half-built roads, decaying bridges, deserted housing estates, non-functional airports, and many white elephant projects. Nigeria has sadly become a graveyard of economic opportunities buried under corruption, poor planning, and neglect. Let's walk you through just a few examples of these abandoned projects that have come to define this troubling reality. Ajokuta Steel Complex, the industrial dream that never came true. Located in Ajokuta, Kogi State, the Ajokuta Steel Complex was intended to be the bedrock of Nigeria's industrialization. Built on a massive 24,000-hectare site, the project began with great hopes and high ambitions. It was designed to produce steel by 1986, using the blast furnace basic oxygen furnace route, the same process used by leading steel manufacturers around the world. By 1994, this mega project was 98% complete, just 2% away from becoming the game changer for Nigeria's economy. But despite this, it was abandoned. Today, the story of Ajokuta is one of mismanagement, corruption, ownership disputes, and legal battles. Only the light mills are currently operational, producing a limited number of iron rods for small-scale use. The coke oven and byproduct plant, which was meant to be larger than all Nigeria's refineries combined, lies dormant. This is a project that could have created thousands of jobs, saved Nigeria billions in imports, and diversified the economy. Yet, it sits incomplete, dead but not buried. At number 2 is Abuja Millennium Tower, the tallest unfinished symbol of waste. In the heart of Nigeria's capital, Abuja, stands a tall yet unfinished monument, the Millennium Tower and Cultural Center, conceived in 2005 and designed by Italian architect Manfredi Nicoletti. This tower stands at 170 meters, the tallest artificial structure in Abuja. The structure was supposed to be part of the Nigeria National Complex, alongside a modern pyramid-shaped cultural center. Construction started in 2006 and the tower was topped out in 2014. But till today, the cultural center remains incomplete and the entire project is still not in use. This was a project meant to showcase Nigeria's modern identity, its culture, unity, and sophistication. Instead, it now represents a monument to failure. Moving on to the next is Rivers Monorail, a $400 million ride to nowhere. Another heartbreaking story lies in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where the Rivers Monorail project was launched with fanfare in 2011. And the idea is to build a futuristic transportation system to ease movement in the oil-rich city. Construction began in 2012 and by 2016, 3 stations and part of the guideway had been constructed. One monorail vehicle was even delivered, but the project never saw a single day of operation. Despite $400 million reportedly spent, the monorail has never moved an inch with passengers. By 2017, work had come to a halt. By 2021, the project was described as abandoned and declared by experts as something that may never be completed. This is another example of how public funds get wasted on massive projects that end up as urban ghosts, standing but lifeless. At number 4, Tinapa Free Trade Zone, billions lost in a deserted dream. In Cross River State, the Tinapa Free Trade Zone was built to become Nigeria's premier commercial and leisure hub. With malls, cinemas, hotels, and warehouses, Tinapa was meant to boost tourism, attract foreign investment, and generate employment. Billions of naira were pumped into it, but today, Tinapa is a shadow of its intended glory. It's another massive investment left to rot. thought: abandoned, underutilized, and economically pointless. And that's just the beginning. These are just 4 examples. There are tens of thousands more across Nigeria. Housing projects that were started and never finished, white elephant airports in towns with no commercial flights, schools and hospitals without roofs, doors, or even access roads. These projects were all started with taxpayers' money. Many were announced with photo ops, groundbreaking ceremonies, and bold claims, but in the end, they all met the same fate: abandonment. These abandoned projects are not just unfinished structures, they are symptoms of a broken system. Wasted trillions that could have built hospitals, schools, roads, and power plants. Job losses and demoralized contractors, rise in crime, urban decay, disruption of city planning and economic growth. But all hope is not lost. At Ebonyi People TV, we are committed to shining the light on these abandoned dreams. We will continue to expose these projects state by state, sector by sector, so that Nigerians don't forget and governments don't ignore. This documentary is just the beginning. In our upcoming episodes, we'll show you even more abandoned Nigerian projects, from crumbling hospitals to uncompleted mega bridges. So we urge you to stay tuned, subscribe to Ebonyi People TV, turn on your notifications, like and share this video, and most importantly, drop a comment below if there's an abandoned project in your area we should cover. Together, let's hold leaders accountable. Together, let's turn the spotlight on 56,000 reasons Nigeria must do better.